Creating websites would be the easiest thing ever if you just follow this one step-by-step masterclass. Let's have a sneak peek at what you learn in this tutorial. I will show you how to get your own domain name with a super secure SSL certificate. We will be using WordPress to create our website. It's used by the best companies and artists to create their own website. It's also used by 43% of all websites on the internet. And it's free. We will use a free theme, a free page builder called Elementor, and all free resources to create our amazing website. By the way, you don't need any kind of design skill nor any coding experience. This tutorial is for complete beginners. And by using Elementor page builder, we will create everything just by drag and drop. You can change any font size, any color. You can play with all the spacing. You will learn how to create awesome web animations, modern button effects, perspective effects, cool card hover effects. You will learn how to create a logo by using a free online tool, how to make this awesome homepage with modern and trendy animations. I will show you everything from scratch. Unlike other YouTube tutorials, I won't be using any ready template kit. I will show you how to create an amazing about page like this, how to create this professional services page and single services pages. Then how to create a fully functional contact form inside of your contact page. Also, I will show you how to write perfect blog posts with categories, featured images, and blog details within Classic Editor. People can also comment on your blog post. I will show you how to copy and paste from one page to another page to save your valuable time. And most importantly, we will learn how to make any website 100% responsive for tablet and mobile devices. After completing this tutorial, you can create all these amazing websites by yourself. You can do it for your own or for your clients. Now let me introduce you to myself. My name is Jim Fahad. I'm a full-time professional web developer. Even in the past, I have completed so many freelance WordPress projects for my clients. So basically, you are learning all the best methods and techniques from a real professional web developer. Already, so many people started their web design career after watching my tutorials. So please grab some coffee, grab some water, you can be the next. I'm really excited. If you're excited like me, please give this video a big thumbs up. This is the only thing I want from you. Other than that, this video is completely free for you. Just have a look. If you like this video, then from YouTube's left bar, you can go to your liked videos and find this video easily later. Alright, we will be creating our beautiful website in easy 4 steps. First, I will show you how to get your own domain name and web hosting. I will also provide you a 78% discount link. Then how to install WordPress. Then how to install a free theme and a free page builder. Finally, we will start creating our amazing website step by step. Also, I will be adding a timestamp in the description so you can always jump into the necessary part you need. Let's now start with step number 1, which is to get your domain name and web hosting. So first of all, what is a domain name? Domain name is basically your website address, like Facebook has facebook.com, Amazon has amazon.com, we have jimfahaddigital.com. Similarly, for your website, you need an address that will be your website name.com. And what is web hosting? Web hosting is the storage space for your website. All the images, text you will have in your website, all will be stored on your own web hosting. As you are owning your own web hosting, so there wouldn't be any limitation. You can run ads, you can upload any text or images, you can upload any theme or plugin you want. You are in charge of your own website. Now, how to get your own web hosting with a free domain name? So first, just click on the very first link in the description below this video, or you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com/myhost. And this will take you a special discounted Hostinger page. So why Hostinger? In my opinion, Hostinger is the most affordable and also the fastest web hosting provider available. Just have a look into all their Trustpilot reviews. People are super happy with their hosting speed, affordable pricing, and customer support. Now from here, you can change the language if you want. Maybe you speak Spanish or Portuguese or Hindi. You can select your language from here. One thing I also do want to say is that this page changes quite often. In fact, they probably change it once a month. So if this banner or this whole interface looks different than this one, don't worry, don't panic. this happens quite often. It's the same website. Let's now scroll down a bit here. You will find all the different plans. By the way, here we can see 3 plans, but sometimes you may see 4 plans here. Just don't panic, because you can create your website with any of these plans. But as you are just starting out, I recommend taking this premium or this business plan. With both of these plans, you can create up to 100 websites. For example, today you are creating a portfolio website, tomorrow you want to create a business website, and the next week you may want to create an e-commerce website. So you don't need to purchase hosting each time. You can create all the websites within the same web hosting plan. So here with this premium plan, you will get 100 GB SSD storage. With the business plan, you will get 200 GB NVMe storage. And with all of these plans, you will get all the features like unlimited free SSL. So all of your websites would be encrypted and super secure. Unlimited bandwidth. So there wouldn't be any limit how many website visitors you will have. Free email. You can create hundreds of professional email addresses like info@yourwebsite.com or admin@yourwebsite.com like this. Then free domain. Yes, like I said, you will get a domain name for free. You will also get tons of WordPress features like one-click WordPress installation, free automatic website migration. So if you want to move your existing website from another hosting provider to Hostinger, they will transfer it on behalf of you. How cool is that? Now let's talk about security. Personally, I'm very serious about website security, and Hostinger just nailed it with all the features like Cloudflare protected name servers, malware scanner, and all these. I have had very bad experiences with other web hosting providers. We have got so many malware attacks and we had to pay the hosting providers additionally to use their other security tools. But here in Hostinger, you are getting all these security tools for free. Alright, let's now select a plan. And like I said, you can take any of these plans based on your needs. So for now, I'm taking the premium plan. You can upgrade it later anytime. So click here on Add to Cart. Alright, let's just go ahead and scroll down. Right here, you are going to see different pricing options. Now, this is referring to how long do you want to host with Hostinger. So we have 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, and then we also have 48 months. First of all, I don't recommend going with this 1 month plan because you see it's almost $12 a month, which is super expensive. We don't want that. My recommendation would be go with 48 months. So for the first 4 years, you just need to pay $2.99 per month. That will save you in total $432. And then after those 4 years, you start to pay only $6.99 per month, which is still super affordable for a web hosting plan that can hold up to 100 websites. But if you want to start with 2 years or 1 year, you can click over here. And then in your first year, you just pay $2.99 per month, and you are still going to create up to 100 websites. And after that first year, you start to pay $9.99 per month. So the longer the first period, the more discount you will get when you renew the plan. So if you have the budget and you want to get the most discount possible, you can go for the 48 months plan. And after those 48 months, you start to pay around, $6.99 per month instead of $9.99. But wait, there is more. If you just click here on continue, here you need to create your account. But you see all these fields are optional. You just need to select your country. Otherwise, I'm skipping this form because we can add these informations later after creating our account. So let's scroll down. Here you just need to put your email address. Here I'm writing my email address. Make sure to put your best email address because they will create your hosting account with this email address. Let's now click on continue. And here, like I said, I have got more surprises for you. So here you see it says have a coupon code. Just click there. And here if you fill in with my special coupon code, which is JFD10, and you click on apply, you will now get a total 78% discount. Can you believe we're getting super fast web hosting with a free domain name for the full year only for $32? What an amazing deal, right?
Here at the left side, you can see different payment options. So you can pay using your credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, or even you can use your cryptocurrency. Also, you may see more different local payment options based on your country. So here, let's just scroll down. Here, I'm putting my credit card information. Now click on Submit Secure Payment. Then it will redirect us to the control panel. Let's set a very strong password here. Let's retype the password. Let's confirm it. Then you can see an interface like this. But let's say for some reason if you just got logged out, you can again just go to hostinger.com. From the top right corner, click on Login. Then here you just need to put your email address and the password you have just set. That will take you inside of the Hostinger dashboard. And here you see it's asking to verify our email address, and it's very important. So now I'm going inside of my email inbox, and here you need to click on this verify email button. So it's now verified. From this interface, you see it says premium web hosting. Just click on this setup button. You can see the same setup interface what we have seen at the very beginning here. From here, click on start now. Let's skip this by clicking here. As we want to create a new website, so from here it says create a new website, just click on select. We will be using WordPress to create our website, so from here let's select WordPress. Here put your email address and set a very strong password. I'm giving mine. Let's click on continue. I don't want to add any plugins, so I'm deselecting them all. Let's now scroll down, click on continue. We also don't need any theme from here, so scroll down and click on skip. If you already have your domain name, you just want to transfer it in Hostinger, then you can select this option. But now, as you have got a free domain with Hostinger, so here I'm selecting this option. It says claim a free domain. So click on select. First of all, from here, you can select any extension like .com, .online, .link, .shop. But I'm selecting .com extension because .com websites look more professional and legit. But you can select any extension you want. And then within this field, you need to write your desired domain name. You can put your name or your business name. It would be your website address. So take some moment, think about it, and put that domain name here. I'm typing here Jim Toots, and let's now click on this search. It says domain is available. That's awesome. Let's now click on continue. Now we need to fill up some details for my domain registration. So here I'm selecting my country Bangladesh and I'm selecting personal. Then click on next step. Here I'm quickly putting my name and contact details. And now click on finish registration. Now click on finish setup. And then just wait a little. Here WordPress will be installed on this brand new domain name. You see the percentage here, we are almost ready to go. So we have successfully completed our domain registration. Now first just have a look inside of our control panel. So from here click on manage site. I know it may look overwhelming, but it's super easy. Actually you don't need to do a lot of things here within this cPanel. Just do a few things. Let's go inside WordPress dashboard. So click on WordPress overview here. And from this place, just make sure this force HTTPS option is turned on. Then click on this edit website button. It will redirect us within our brand new WordPress admin panel.
So right now we are inside WordPress admin panel or WordPress dashboard. I will make you familiar with all of these options like posts, media, pages, appearance, plugins, users, all of this. Actually all of these are super easy and self-explanatory. But now before doing any other thing, the first thing I wanna clean up my WordPress dashboard because personally I love to work in a clean environment. So here we can see some notification. We can just close it by clicking on this X. Also, we can minimize all of them, or we can do one thing from here, open the screen options, and we can actually deselect all of them. So the dashboard is now looking much cleaner. And I wanna clean up my WordPress dashboard more. So to do it, we can just go to plugins to install plugins, and here we can see some plugins that came with default WordPress installation, but I don't need any of them. By the way, if you wonder what is a WordPress plugin is basically the extra app or extra add-on like thing which extends the functionality of your WordPress website. And of course we will be using some plugins, but we actually don't need these specific plugins that came with by default. So you can delete all of them by selecting one by one, or you can select all of them by checking here, and from bulk action, first of all you need to deactivate all of them. So I'm making them deactivate. Click on apply, and then let's select it again. Now from bulk action, click on delete, then click on apply. The browser pop-up says I'm sure or not. Yes, I'm sure. So just click on OK. So all the unnecessary plugin has been deleted. Cool. The next thing I want to show you how you can change your password. So to do it, from left side, hover on users. From there, let's go inside profile. And from here you can change the admin color scheme. So from here, if you want, you can make it to light or modern or blue. Actually it doesn't matter because only you can see it, so I'm just keeping it to default. And then from here, if you want, you can change this language. By default it's English, but if you want, you can change it to your native language. And from here you can change your first name. So I'm just giving here my first name, which is Jim, my last name, which is Fahad. Also here I'm just changing my nickname to Jim Fahad. And here this one, that display name publicly as, this is important. So here I just wanna select this variation. It says Jim Fahad, because let's say if you write any blog post, so on your blog post this name will be shown as the author of that blog post. Like here it says Jim Fahad. So here you need to put that name. Here I'm just giving Jim Fahad name, and then from here, if you want, you can change your email address from this place. And here let's keep everything default. By the way, if you wanna change the profile picture, I mean your WordPress profile picture, you can do that from this place. You just need to click here, and then you can change your WordPress profile picture. And then here under account management, you can set your new password. So just click on set new password, and here WordPress is suggesting us a very strong password. If you want, you can use it, but I want to use a password which is easily rememberable for me. So first of all, I'm just hiding it, and here I'm typing password. So here it says medium, but for now I'm okay with it. So let's scroll down and click on update profile. Now at this moment, I want to make you familiar with two basic terms. One is the backend or the dashboard of our website, and another one is the front end of our website. So right now in this place, this is the dashboard or the admin panel of our website, because only we can see it as we are the admin of this website. Now if you want to see the front end of the website, so all you need to do, you just need to hover on the site name, and from this place you can click on visit site. I'm just opening it from a new tab. So here on this tab, we can see the front end of our website. The whole world can see this portion of our website. So at this moment, our website is looking like it. Of course, we will change it the way we want, but at this moment, this is the front end of our website. By the way, we can see this black top bar here as we are logged in, but other visitors cannot see this black bar at the top. By the way, here before doing any other thing, I just wanna do some simple settings. So from settings, first of all, let's click on general, and here you can change your site title. So here you can put your business name. So here I'm just typing Jim Fahad Digital, and here you can write some tagline. So here always try to write something meaningful. Actually, it will also help you to rank on Google search engine. So here I'm just writing best web design agency in California, and then you don't need to mess with these URLs, just keep them the way it is. And also from here you can change the site language, and here is the different time zone option. If you want to have any different format like this, first the month, then date, then year, so you can change them in between. I'm just keeping everything the way it is and clicking on save changes. And the next thing I want to do, from under settings, let's go to permalinks. This is very important. So here you may see the permalink default structure is set to day or name. Sometimes you may see it set as plain, but I always recommend to keep it as post name, because if you just keep them as plain, you see your any post pages link or any other pages link would be look like this. So that would be your website name.com, then / and this kind of bizarre number. But if you keep your permalink structure to post name, then your other pages URL would be like your website name.com / then the pages name or post name, which is human readable and it's good for search engine optimization. So I'm keeping it as post name. Let's scroll down and click on save changes. Alright, so the thing we were talking about, the dashboard or the backend of our website and the front end of our website. So this is the backend and this is the front end. So first of all, if you wanna change the look and feel of your website, because right now it's looking like it, if you wanna change the look and feel, you need to change the theme of your WordPress website. So we can just go back to the dashboard. Now to change the theme, from left hover on appearance, from there click on themes, and here we can see some themes. Actually they came with default WordPress installation, but actually I don't wanna use any of these themes, but I just wanna show you one thing. Right now this theme is active, it says 2024, but let's say if you wanna active any other theme, for example here is Hello Elementor, I'm just clicking on activate. And now if we go to the front end and refresh the page, you see the look and feel of our website has been changed. So it actually depends on the theme, but actually here instead of Hello Elementor, I wanna use another theme. So from top you can just click on add new theme, or from bottom you can just click on this big add new theme button, and then here you'll find lots of free themes here. So I'm just searching here for Cadence theme. So here I'm just writing Cadence. Oops, I have just misspelled. So Cadence spelling should be Kadence, this one. So here we can see the Cadence theme. Just click on install, and let's now click on activate to activate this Cadence theme. And here at the top it's suggesting us to installing the Cadence starter templates, but we don't need it because we will be creating everything from scratch. So I'm just closing this notification from top. And now if we go to the front end and refresh the page, we can see the look and feel of our website has been changed. I know it's still looking pretty boring, pretty plain, but no worries, because we will be creating everything step by step. And to do that, the first thing we need is the page builder. Okay, so like I said, we will be using Elementor page builder, and it's completely free. To get Elementor free version, you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com. I will put this page's link in the description. So from that page, if you just go under important links, here you can see get Elementor free version. Just click there. That will take you to the Elementor Pro purchase page, though we will be using the free version, but let me just give you a tour of the Elementor Pro version. So here, if you use Elementor Pro, you will get more options and features, like here the 82 Pro widgets, theme builder, form builder, pop-up builder, all of these advanced options. And you can take any of these plans according to your need. So not only your own website, you can create your client's advanced website like blog or advanced e-commerce websites very easily. But like I said, for this particular tutorial, we will be only using Elementor free version. So the first thing we need to do, you need to create a free Elementor account from here. So from top, click on login. And for sure, first of all, you need to create a free account. So from here, click on create an account. And here you can use your Google, Facebook or Apple account. Also, you can click on continue with your email. So, you just need to put your email address and password, then you can create your free Elementor account. As I already have my account, so I'm not recreating any account. So after creating your account, you can just click on sign in, and by using your email address and password you can log in within Elementor. Okay, so just after creating your free Elementor account, you can go back inside of your WordPress dashboard. Then from here we need to install Elementor plugin. Okay, so to do it from plugins, let's now click on add new plugin, and here from WordPress directory we need to search for Elementor from this search panel. I'm just writing Elementor, and here you go. This is the Elementor plugin. You see 5 million people are using it. I mean 5 million active installation it has got. So from here click on install now, and then to activate it click on activate. And actually we can skip this onboarding, so from top right corner click on this X. Also let's just hide it from screen options. Let's hide the Elementor overview and close it. Now here we actually need some other plugins, so let's now install and activate them. So from plugins click on add new plugin, and here I'm searching for Elements Kit. So here I'm searching for Elements Kit. This is the plugin Elements Kit Elementor add-ons. Click on install now. We will be activating it later. For the moment just install it. And the next one I'm searching for Jeg Element. So this one Jeg Elementor Kit, click on install now. And then the last one is the Mate form, which we will be using to create our contact forms. So here is the Mate form Elementor contact form builder. Click on install now. So we have just installed them. Now to activate them, from here plugins, go to installed plugins. We have activated only Elementor, but now we need to activate these three. So we can select these three. Now from bulk actions click on activate, then click on apply. So now all these 4 plugins are installed and activated successfully. Now I'm really excited to show you the power of Elementor Page Builder. We will be creating our awesome pages by using Elementor. But now before doing any other thing, of course we need to create our pages, right? So from here, from the left side, hover on pages, and here we can go inside all pages. By the way, here we can see some dummy pages. We don't need it. So just select all of them together from bulk action, click on move to bin and click on apply. So the unnecessary pages has been deleted. Now I wanna create our home page first. So click on add new page. And here I'm giving the page name as home. So from top right corner click on publish and click on publish button once again. By the way, here I wanna tell you one thing up front. If we just go to the front end of our website and if we refresh the front end, you see we are at the default domain, which is gymtuts.com. We cannot see the home page what we have just created. Instead, we can see the blog post here. Why is that? Because by default WordPress shows all the blog posts on the home page. This is the default settings, but we don't want that, right? We want a custom home page on the default URL, and for that reason I have created this home page, and now I just wanna set this page as the home page. Okay, so to do it, let's now go to settings and then click on reading. Here it says your home page displays. I just wanna select a static page, and home page I just wanna select it as home, the page we have just created. Now let's scroll down, click on save changes, and if we now go to the front end of our website, and now if we refresh it, we can see here the home page we have just created. I know it's nothing crazy, but at least we can understand this is the home page that we have just created. Alright, let's now go back to the WordPress dashboard, and now from here go to pages to all pages, because now I just wanna make you understand how the Elementor Page Builder works. It's really fun to work inside of Elementor Page Builder. So from here, let's go inside the home page, click on edit. And of course, I wanna create our page using Elementor Page Builder. So from here, click on edit with Elementor. That will take us within Elementor Page Builder. By the way, here at the top, we can see a pop-up. I don't want it. And I cannot see the crossbar, so actually I need to zoom out our page. So I'm from Mac, I'm pressing Command minus, so it's now zoom out. Let's click on this X to delete this pop-up, and here I'm pressing on Command 0 again to get the default ratio of the browser. Alright, so we are now inside Elementor page builder. Here is the fun part begin. So here, let me introduce you with this interface. Here at the top we can see the logo and the homepage link. Basically this is the header, and this header is coming from our Cadence theme. Also here we can see the footer, it's also coming from the Cadence theme. And here this is the main canvas. So we will be creating our main website within this beautiful canvas. And at the left side, everything we can see, all these are Elementor elements or Elementor widgets. Like here we can see heading elements or heading widget. Here's the image widget, here's the video widget, text editor widget, button widget, you can name it. And also if you scroll down, here you can see some widgets, and also you can see the lock icon, because we are using Elementor free version and these are included only on Elementor Pro version. So if you purchase Elementor Pro version, you will also get access to these widgets as well, like animated headline, gallery, price list, pricing table. And not only these widgets, you can also get access to advanced functions like e-commerce functions, block functions, and pop-up. I mean lots of other pro functions. But for this particular tutorial, as we won't be using Elementor Pro version, so I'm just minimizing it. And here you will also get all of these widgets like counter, icon list, image carousel, all of this. Now let me just give you a basic idea how this amazing page builder works. So here, first of all, we need to take a structure. So I'm clicking on this plus icon. You can take any of this structure. I'm just selecting this one, and you can make its height, I mean you can increase its height from this place. You can just drag this minimum height bar to the right side. So if you drag it to the right side, the height is increasing. If you drag it to the left, you see the height is decreasing. So everything within this area is your canvas or this container. So I'm just keeping it as 500, just like this. And for the moment, I'm just keeping the justify content to centered. I'm explaining it a bit later. And now let's say if you want to give it a different background color, you can do that. Just go under style tab. From here, click on background type to this classic option. Then click on this color picker. Now from this color picker, you can select any color like this. Also, you can just drag this color wheel so you can play with these colors. And for the moment, actually, I just wanna take this black color. Now within this area, if you wanna add any element or widget, you can just click on this plus icon. Also, you can do another thing. You can just click on this Rubik's Cube icon, just click there. So you can get access to all of these widgets. So first of all, let's say if you wanna add any heading, let's just drag this heading widget within this area here. So you can see the text here. You can make the text alignment to right aligned or centered aligned. If you wanna change the text, you can just triple click over here, or you can change the text from this left field. So here I'm just writing Jim Fahad Digital like this. Then if you wanna do some styling with this text, you need to go under this style tab. From here you can change the text color. So by default it's getting this bluish color, but you can just open up this color picker and you can select any other color. I'm just keeping it white, and then just open it. Then from here, from this typography option, you can click on this pencil icon, and from here you can change the font family. And here you can get access to all the free Google fonts, so you can select any of them. So for example, here I'm just selecting this font. You see the font has been changed instantly. How cool is that? Also, you can search for any fonts. So here I'm searching for one of my favorite fonts, which is Poppins font. And then you can increase the font size just by dragging this bar to the right like this. You can decrease the size just by dragging to the left just like this. Then you can make it bolder or thinner. So if you select light, you see it's now becoming thinner. If you want to make it bold, just select a higher number like 700. Then you can make them all uppercase or all lowercase or all capitalize the way you want. Also, you can play with this style, like you can make them italic, or we can just keep it default. You can mess with all of these options. Also there are some other options like letter spacing, so you can also control the space in between of each of these letters. So if you just drag it to the right, you see the space started increasing. Also you can decrease it like this. Now let's say if you wanna add some other element right underneath this heading, you can just click on this Rubik's Cube icon. Then from here, let's say I wanna add some text. So drag this text underneath here in this place. We can see the text here. If you want, you can change the text from this field. Then if you wanna do some styling, just go under the Style tab. From here, you can make the alignment to right aligned or centered aligned. You can change the text color from this color picker, like red or white. And you have all the typography option you have just seen for this heading. So here you can see it as well. So all the font family options, size, all these options are available here as well. So I'm just increasing its size a little bit, or we can just keep it like this. And then here underneath, let's say if you want to add a button, okay, just click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and from here is the button widget. Just drag this button underneath this heading here. We can see the button here. So now in this button, instead of click here, if you want it to say any other thing, for example contact now, so you can write that within this field and within this link field. So for example, I'm just writing https://jimfahaddigital.com, which is my main website. So now if anyone clicks on this button, that will take them to my website, I mean in this link. Now you can make the alignment to right aligned or centered aligned, and also you already guessed it, right? If you want to do some styling, you just need to go under this Style tab. From here you can also play with the typography. Then you can change the background color. For example, instead of this green, I wanna make it, for example, red. So I'm dragging it to this corner, and let's make the color to red. So now our button color is red. Here I want to show you another interesting thing. Let's say by default the button color is red, but on hover I want to change its color. How can you do that? Just go under this hover tab. Now on hover, just select the color picker. For example, I want this blue color, so this blue, and here have a look. In the normal stage it's the red color, but when we hover on this button, it becomes the blue color. How cool is that? Alright, so this is the basic concept. So if you want to edit anything, so for example, if you just want to do some adjustment with this paragraph, just click over that element. I'm clicking over this text editor. So you will find all the available options here. So no matter which element you select, you will always find these three tabs. One is content, another one is style, and another one is advanced tab. I'm talking about this advanced tab a few seconds later, but for the moment just keep that in mind. If you select even this heading, you will find the content tab, style tab, and advanced tab. So here let's talk about the advanced tab. I have selected the text editor widget. Let's say I want to add some space here at the top or at the bottom. So now from under advanced tab, here is the margin option. First of all, I'm just unlinking it, and let's say I just want to add some space at the top here. So you can add that space from this place. So it says top. I want to add 20 pixel of space, so I'm writing 20. You see 20 pixel of space has been added at the top. Also I want some space at the bottom, so here at the bottom I'm adding 30 pixel of space. So in this way you can adjust the spacing from under this advanced tab, which is available with each of these elements like here. So the summary is, if you go under content, you can change the main content or text or links. If you go under the style tab, you can change all the designing stuff like their color, typography, all of this. And if you go under advanced tab, you will find all this spacing stuff. So this is basically the main concept. So you can just go, you can just click on this Rubik's Cube icon and you can drag any of these elements from left side to the canvas. Then you can design them by going under the style tab. You can add any spacing by going under the advanced tab. Okay, and let's say if you have changed your mind, if you don't want any element, you can just right click over that element. Then here you will find the delete option. you can just click on delete. That will be deleted instantly. And basically I wanna delete this whole container. So from here, click on this X to delete this container. Now I wanna make you understand the concept of the flex container, because if you understand the flex container concept, you can create any structure by yourself. Okay, so from here, if you click on this plus icon, you can see the different default structures like this, but we will be focusing on these main two structures. The first one, this is the direction, I mean column based direction, and this one is the row based direction. Okay, you will understand it better while completing the explanation. So first of all, I'm selecting this column based structure, so let's select it. So basically this is our container. Everything you can see within this pink border, this is our container. So first of all, I just wanna give it a height, and remember this is only for demonstration purpose, so here your understanding is very important. Okay, so here I'm just making the minimum height. For example, we can just type here 600. So everything we can see within this pink line, this is our container, or we can say it as our parent container. Okay, now within this parent container, I want to take some child container. Okay, click on this plus icon, and here we can drag this container here within this place, and we can do some work with this child container. So here first of all, I'm making the content width to full width. Here the width, instead of percentage, I'm making it in pixel, so we can give it a very straight pixel number. So its width would be 200 pixel, or we can also give it a height. So let's give it 100 pixel of height. Okay, let's give it a bit more width, maybe 250, just like this. And now I just wanna give it also a background color, so you can understand how it works. Just go under the style tab, and from here let's just give it a kind of greenish or light green color, just like this. Now here I just want to duplicate this child container, so right click over this child container, click on duplicate. Also right click over this child container and click on duplicate. So here this is the parent container, and within this parent container we have got 3 child containers here. Now I have selected this parent container, and from here under items, you see the direction is set to column or vertical, because this is the default. Even if I just click over here, you see the default one is the column or the vertical one, so I'm selecting it. Right now their direction is column based, that's why here right after our first child, here we can see the second child, and right underneath we can see the third child container. Now have a look. If we just make the justify content to centered, they are now vertically centered. Here at the top we have got the same space, also here at the bottom we have got the same space, so it's now centered vertically. And then if we make the align items to centered, you see they are now centered horizontally, because we have made the align items to centered. Also if you make the align items to end, that will become the right aligned. If we make it to the start, it will become the left aligned. So let's just keep it to centered. So same for the justify content. If we make it end, it will become the bottom ended. If we make the justify content value to start, it will be aligned from the top. Let's just keep it to the centered. Also if we change the direction to the row instead of column, just like this, you see now the childs are one after another horizontally instead of vertically. So here is the first child, right after that here is the second child, and here is the third child. Also with the justify content, if I now make the justify content value to end, you see they are now right aligned all together. If I make the justify content to start, they are all left aligned all together. So let's just keep it to centered. And then if I now make the align items value to end, you see they are now bottom aligned all together. If I make the align items to start, they are now top aligned all together. So in this way you can create different structure the way you want. And here you can also play with the gap value, because here you see in between the childs, here we can see some space, so you can control the space from this place. So here by default the value is 20, you can make it for example 40, or if you don't want anything you can just make it to 0, so there is no space in between, but I just want to keep the default 20 pixel of space. And here another thing you need to understand, whenever you make any settings from the parent container, that will be applicable only for their immediate child. Okay, what I mean by that, let's say if you take any element within this child container, so here click on this plus icon, and let's say I just wanna take a button within this middle child container. So here it would be depend on the settings of its immediate parent settings. So its immediate parent is this container, not this container, right? So if I now select its immediate parent, this container, let's select it, and from here if I just make the justify content value to centered, you see this button is now centered vertically. Also the align items, if I make it to centered, it's also centered horizontally here within this middle container, middle child container. So whatever flex settings you set here, that will be only applicable on its immediate child. Basically it's a very easy concept, so for some reason if you get confused, just watch the last 3 to 5 minutes, you can understand it properly. Alright, so finally we are done with all this theoretical stuff, because personally I also don't like this kind of theory. I love to do everything in practical, so no more theoretical explanation, so I just want to delete it. So from here click on this X to delete this explanation part. Let's now create our amazing website step by step by using Elementor Page Builder. And you see it's a tutorial around 3 to 4 hours long. So if you are ready to invest your next 3 to 4 hours, then you can follow this whole tutorial. But let's say all of you don't have such long time. Let's say if you are in rush and if you want to make your website really fast instead of watching this 3 to 4 hour long tutorial, then I have another way for you. On that case, you can use some ready template from kitpapa.com. Of course, I will be creating this whole website from scratch step by step by using Elementor Page Builder, but this kitpapa.com is for the people who want to create their website really faster. Okay, so here let me just give you a quick tour of kitpapa.com. So here basically you will find all the ready template kit for different kind of websites. It might be any website for education or health, medical or real estate or food, SEO agency, sports, photography. You will find almost all website category within the kitpapa.com. And not only your business website, you can create your client's website by using these ready templates within a few clicks. So here I just wanna give you an example. Let's say you have got a client who is a lawyer and he wants his website really faster. Then you can just go inside of this lawyer category, and here within this category page you will find different ready kit for the lawyer category. So here I'm just going inside of this kit, and here just have a look. So here is the interesting thing. Here, before purchasing the ready kit, you can actually preview the whole website from here. You just need to click on this live demo, so you can see everything within this beautiful iframe. So you can check all the pages, all the sections and everything from here. So you can just go to other pages from the same place. And not only that, you can also check the responsiveness. You can just check the tablet view from here, you can check the mobile view from here, so you can check everything up front. Then you can also check all the details about this kit. Also, here is another interesting thing. With each of this kit you will find the video installation guide. So instead of watching this kind of 3 to 4 hour long tutorials, if you wanna make your client's website really faster, you can just follow this 3-minute long video guide if you purchase this kit. Okay, so from here, if you just play it, you see it's only 3-minute long. So just by following this 3-minute guide, you can install and activate and make your website or your client's website live. Okay, and here you see their price is only $14.99, which is really affordable, because you see you can create this kind of multi-page website and you can charge your clients easily couple $1,000 for that. So it's a great win for you. And let's say if you are an agency or if you are a freelancer and you need to create lots of website frequently for your clients, then you can actually take their buy all package. So right now you see there is a discount going on. So from here, click on the grab the deal. So instead of purchasing each kit separately, you can get all the access of their kits. Also you will get access to their all future kits. Okay, so all their kits right now, they have 150 plus kits and they are adding 10 plus new kits every month. So you will get access only for $99. That's a great deal. And here for this particular tutorial, let's go back to home page. Basically we will be creating a website which is like this kit. So here I'm searching for Nexus. Let's search for it, and here is the kit. Let's select it. And like I said, I will of course show you how to create this website from scratch step by step. But now I just wanna show you, if you don't wanna follow this tutorial and if you just purchase this kit, how easily you can install this kit on your website. So here, let's say if you just purchase this kit, and I believe I don't need to show you how to purchase a kit. You just need to click on add to cart and you need to pay them $15. And right after purchasing this kit, actually not this kit, we are searching for Nexus, this one. So let's just select it. So let's say if you just purchase this kit, you will basically get a zip file just like this, and you need to import that kit on your WordPress website. I'm just showing you quickly how you can do that. So you can just go to your WordPress dashboard. This is a completely new WordPress install. I have just installed it only to show you how to install the kit. And here, if I just go to appearance to themes, you see I have just activated the Cadence theme here. And also if we go to plugins, I have just installed and activated Elementor plugin, nothing else. Now to import the kit, you just need to go to Elementor settings here, go under advanced tab, and from here you need to enable unfiltered file uploads, this option. So I'm just enabling it. Scroll down, click on save changes. Now from under settings, let's now go under features tab. So here the flex container is by default on, so we don't need to do anything here. Just go under tools, go under import or export kit. Now from here, click on import a template kit here, start import, and here you need to select the file you have just purchased. So in our case, that's this zip file. We can drop it here. So it's just making sure if this file is safe. Of course it's safe for us, so click here and click on continue. Then here make sure everything is checked, click on next. Also keep everything checked, click on import, and here just wait a little bit, maybe it will take 30 to 40 seconds. Just don't close the browser, wait a little. Alright, it's now says your kit is now live on your site, so click on close. So now from here, if we just hover on our site name, then click on visit site, and here we go. We can see the website has been, the kit has been installed and activated properly. We can see all the elements here within few seconds. So the home page is looking perfect. Also, if you go to about page, so here everything is looking great. So we have successfully installed and activated the kit within few clicks. And once again, if you face any problem, you can always just go to the product page and you can see the installation guide from here. And also if you feel any problem or if you need further help, you can just go to the kit purpose footer and then you can contact them through this support page. Alright. So once again, this is only for those who has less time and want to create their website really faster. So I'm just closing it for the moment. Also, let's close kidpapa.com because now I wanna show you how to make our amazing website step by step from scratch by using Elementor Page Builder. So let's now start by creating our hero banner area, and to create any structure, first of all we need to click on this plus icon. So here we can see all the available structure. I just wanna select this column based structure, this one, and here we can take any height, so we can just drag it or we can write manually here. So here I'm writing 740 pixel height. So here this is the height, and here first let's make the gap value to 0 because I don't want any gap in between the inner elements. Okay, and here I wanna add a background image. So from here go under style tab, and from here click on this background type, and from here we will be selecting the images. By the way, if you wanna follow along the whole video and if you wanna use the exact same images what I'm using in this tutorial, so you can just go to jimfahaddigital.com. I will put this page's link in the description. So from here under important links, here you see download the images I have used in the tutorial. So basically after downloading it, you will get a folder like this. So here you will get a folder, it says image, and another one is templates. So basically we will be using this image folder. So go inside of it, and here you will find all the images. Okay, so let's now go inside Elementor Page Builder, and here click on this plus icon to upload the image. So from here click on media library, or you can just click on select files. Then from your computer you just need to select the folder. So I'm going inside of image folder, and here basically we will be needing all of these images. So you can upload one by one, or just like me, I'm selecting everything by clicking on Command A, and then we can just click on this open button. You see all the images are uploading together here. So here for the hero banner I'm selecting this image, click on select, and now from here from the left side you can adjust the position, like you can set top center or you can set bottom left, or there are so many options you can see here. So for now I'm just selecting bottom center, this option, and here you can make the repeat value to no repeat, and display size I'm just making it to cover, so it will cover this whole area, this whole container. Okay, and also I want to add some space here around. So from top go under advanced tab. First of all we can make the padding value to you can unlink this padding. So from here just click on this icon, so they are now unlinked. You can put here different values for different side. So here for the top side I'm adding 180 pixel of padding. Here you can see the space has been added, and here for the left and right I'm adding 30 pixel of padding just like this, and for bottom I'm adding 120 pixel of space here. And also I want to add an overlay color over this background image. So to do it, just go under style tab. From here open the background overlay, and here click on this classic icon, and I'm giving here a color code, so which is hash 1D1729. So it's kind of dark blue color, and also you can adjust the opacity. So if you drag it to the right, you see the opacity is becoming, the overlay is becoming more darker. So you can play with it, but for now I'm just keeping it 0.2 just like this. And then we can add elements within this container. So the first thing, click on this plus icon, and here I want to insert a heading. So from here I'm dragging this heading element here, and you can just say it anything, but here I want it to say welcome to Jim Toots agency. You can write here your agency name. Now I'm making their alignment to centered, and now I want to change its color. So go under style tab. From here open the color picker, and I just want to make its color to white. Okay, and then from here from the typography click on this pencil icon, And from here, from this family option, you will you can use all these free Google fonts. So if you click here, you already see it on the demonstration portion of this tutorial. So from here you can also search for that. So here I'm just searching for DM Sans, this font, and here we can make the font size to 18 pixel. Here we can adjust the font weight. So for now I'm just keeping it to 400. Then here I just want to make everything in uppercase. So from transform I'm making it all uppercase. And then you can also play with the line height. Line height actually means the space in between of two lines. So from here, line height, I'm just making it to 15 pixel. And here's the letter spacing option. So first I'm making it in EM and I'm giving it to 0.2 EM of letter spacing, just like this. And then we can play with their spacing. So go under advanced tab. Here I just want to add some space here at the bottom. So first of all, I'm unlinking the margin. So only at the bottom I'm adding 15 pixel of margin. So you see 15 pixel of space has been added at the bottom in this place. Now I wanna add a background color with this text. So to do it, from under this advanced tab, let's now scroll down. Here we'll find the option background. So open it, and from here background type, and from this color picker you can select any color. So from here I'm just giving the color code, which is 7243F2. So this color. And now here I wanna make it like, so here you see the background is covering the whole area, the whole width of this container, but I don't want that. I just want this background color just behind this text. So to do it, make sure you have selected this text, then from under advanced tab open the layout, and here you just need to make the align self to centered. So now the background color is only behind the text. Alright, now I wanna take another heading. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon. From here let's drag this heading underneath here. So here I just wanted to say Trusted Digital Marketing Agency. So here I just also wanna make the digital to cap. Okay, so here I wanna add some line break, because right after digital I want a line break. So I'm putting my cursor here right after digital. Let's hit enter, and also after marketing, so before agency word, hit enter. So they are now into separate lines. Also I'm making the alignment to centered. Now you know how to style this heading. So go under style tab. From here I'm making its color to white. Now let's play with its typography. So from here I wanna use a different font for that. So it says Syne, that would be SYNE. So this font, and I wanna make it really big. So let's make the font size to 100 pixel. Then the default font weight 600 is fine. Now from here, line height, I'm first making it in EM, and let's give it 0.8. And then here letter spacing, again I'm making it in EM. And here is the tricky part. So I just wanna make it in a negative number. So here I'm writing minus 0.04, and we have already selected the EM value from here. And then I just wanna add some space here at the bottom. So from under advanced tab, unlink the margin. Only at the bottom I'm adding 50 pixel of margin. And then underneath this heading I wanna put here two buttons. So I wanna align the two buttons within the same line, and to do it we need to wrap the buttons within a parent container. Okay, so from here click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here first I will be dragging a container. So from here let's drag this container here. And here I also wanna show you another good practice, because when you will have more structure, more layouts, so you may become confused which container is basically what. So to remove all the confusion, you can rename the name of the containers. So you can also follow the structure how you made it. So from here, let's open the navigator. So just have a look. This is the main container we have created. So this is the main parent container. So we can just double click over this container to rename it. And here I'm just naming it banner container, just like it. And now if I open the banner container, here we can see the first heading, here we can see the second heading, and here we can see another container. So this container is within this banner container, right? So here I just wanna rename this container name as inner container, because this is an inner container of the banner container, right? So here within the inner container, so here is our inner container. So if you select it, you can work with that particular element from left side, just like this. So here the first thing I wanna do, I wanna make the direction to row, because within this area I wanna take multiple buttons, so they will be visible one after another horizontally like this. That's why I'm making that direction to row. And then from here I'm making the content width to full width, and also I'm making the justify content to centered. Then here I'm making the gap value to 0, because I don't want any gap in between the two buttons. And also let's go under advanced tab. I'm removing the padding, so let's give the padding value to 0. Now here let's insert a button, so we can first drag it to bottom so you can see everything properly. So from here click on the Rubik's cube icon. Now from left side I'm dragging this button. By the way, if you for some reason don't find any element, you can also search for that. So here I'm just writing button, so you can see the button widget here. Drag it inside of this container here. Now have a look on this navigator. So you see, again I'm just minimizing everything. Now this is the banner container. Within that we have one heading, here is another heading, and here we have got one inner container, which is basically this one. Now within this inner container we have one button here. So you can easily see the whole structure by using this navigator. It's really handy when you design anything step by step. Okay, so for now let's do some styling with this button. First of all, instead of click here, I just wanted to say explore now. So explore now, and here you can link it with any link. So for example, I just wanna link it with kitpapa.com, only for give you an example. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of styling. Now go under style tab. From here first open the typography, because here I want to give it DM Sans, this font. Font size would be 16 pixel, and here font width, let's give it 700. Also here line height, I'm giving it 30 pixel. Now from here, the first thing, the text color, we can keep it white, but from here let's give the color to white. And then the background color, instead of any solid color, here I wanna use a gradient color. So from here select this gradient option. So here you see, here is the first color and here is the second color. So that's why you can see the green color here at the top, and it blends with this red color. So here first I'm selecting the first color, that would be hash 7243F2. And then here's the second color, that would be hash AE8FFF. So AE8FFF. Then if you want, you can also play with the type. So there are two types, one is linear and another one is radial, but 99% cases I use the linear option because this one is best. And also you can adjust the angle. So if I move the angle, you see they are changing their angle. So here I just wanna keep it as 45 degree, just like this. So the first color is starting from this angle and it fits with the second color here. And then I don't want any border with the corner, so I'm making the border radius value to 0. And then here let's add some padding. So I'm adding 15 pixel of padding, but let's unlink it because at the left and right I want more, maybe 50 pixel. So yep, it looks perfect. And then on hover I want it color to be changed. So from here let's go on hover, and the text color, it would be hash 0F, 0F0F0F. So initially we can see the color is white, but if we hover, you see the color is becoming black. Now if you want, you can keep it like this, but actually I want to make it more cool just by adding some animation. And to add the animation, we will be using some custom code, custom CSS code. It's not anything difficult because I already have prepared the code for you. You just need to copy the code from my website to your website. It's simple like that. But again, I'm saying if you want, you can just keep it simple like this. But if you want to add the cool animation like me, then you can use the codes I'm providing you. So here, before applying the code, make sure you have selected this button. Now just go under advanced tab, because here I'm just making sure the margin value is 0 and padding value is 0. And now now if you want to add the animation, you need to add the code snippet within the website. So here, if you want to add any code snippet, if just click on this Rubik's Cube icon. First of all, here I'm searching for HTML widget, this one. So within this HTML widget, we can add the CSS codes. So here, let's drag this HTML code anywhere of the page. So I'm just dropping it here in this place. By the way, whatever you will write within the HTML code, it won't be shown on the real website. So we can only see these HTML codes or snippets within this Elementor builder, but on real browser it won't be shown. So it doesn't matter where you put this HTML codes, right? So from here, within this HTML code, just go to jimfahaddigital.com. the link I have provided in the description. From here, if you just scroll down, you will find the code. So it says button CSS. So it start from here and ends in this place. So you need to copy this whole thing from here. So here, just start from the style. Let's now scroll down, and oops, not this much. We just need to take this portion. So this area, just right click over here, click on copy. Now go inside of Elementor page builder. So within this field, right click over here and click on paste. You see, we have pasted the code here, but now if I hover on this button, nothing is changing, because if you want to enable this code, you need to apply a class name with this particular button, right? So from here, click on this button editing handle, this pencil icon, click here. Now go under advanced tab and you can add any class name from this field. It says CSS classes. So you have added the code here, but if you wanna activate the code, if you want to activate the animation, you need to add the class name with this particular button. Okay, so these both things are important. You need to write the code here within the HTML field, and then you need to apply the CSS class name with the element. In our case is the button. So select the button. So here under advanced tab, here is the CSS classes field, and the class name would be, just to go to the website. So from here, if I now scroll down, here I have also written it. So button classes, there are two types of classes. One is solid button hover class and another one is gradient button hover class. You will understand it because it's really easy. You just need to copy and paste. Okay, so first I'm just selecting or copying this class name. Just right click over here, click on copy. Now within the within the Elementor builder, here within the classes field, right click over here and paste the class. So now have a look. You see, we have got the kind of skew effect. So you can also minimize it. You can understand it properly. If I now minimize it, you see we have got now a skewed kind of button. And now if I hover here, you can see the beautiful hover animation. It looks really cool. And now I wanna show you another cool thing. So here, first of all, I just wanna duplicate this button. So right click over here, click on duplicate, and here we can see the new button. Just click over this button, because here instead of click now, let's say I just wanted to say get started, and let's say I just wanna link it with any other link, for example jimfahaddigital.com, only to give an example. And here first of all, just go under style tab, and here text color, I wanna give it as #1D1729, this black code, and the background color, so instead of the gradient color, just select this classic color, and I wanna give it white background color. And here with this one on hover, I wanna make this color to white. So go to hover, the text color will become white on hover, just like this. And then with the second button, instead of any solid animation, I wanna use, the second option. So from here, you see this, the first one was the solid button hover class, and the second one is the gradient button hover class. So from here, I'm just copying this class name, just copy this whole thing from here. Let's copy it. You can also easily copy it by pressing Command C, or if you're using PC, you can just press Ctrl C. So I'm pressing it, just copy it, and within this place. So make sure you have selected this button, go under its advanced tab within the class field. First of all, let's remove the class name from here. Now I'm pasting the second class I have just copied. So right now, if I hover here, we can see the beautiful effect here. Now you may ask me, hey Jim, you have used these bluish colors or these colors. How can I change these colors with my own brand color? That's a very legit question, right? So if you wanna change these colors, you can also do that, as I have used the custom code. So to change these colors, these animation hover colors, you just need to go inside of the custom code, and always you can just click over this HTML element. Also from the navigator, you can always check this is the HTML element, right? So just click over this HTML element, and now here have a look. You don't need to understand all of this CSS codes, because you actually don't need it for this particular tutorial. But if you're interested, it's a really great skill if you know CSS, but that is a different thing. For now, let's skip all of this codes. You just need to work with this thing. So here have a look. Here we can see first hover grad color, right? So just have a look here. So we have used the gradient color with this one, the second one, because on hover we can see this gradient color. So let's say instead of this color, if you want to use any hex code instead of these two, you can do that. But here, let's say I just want to use red and green, for example. So here the first color, I'm just writing here red, and the second color, I'm just writing here green. Now if I hover here, you see the hover gradient color is now becoming the combination of red and green, but I don't want that, so I'm just pressing Command Z to going back. And then with this one, it says hover solid color. So at this moment, if I hover, we can see the background color is becoming white, because this hash then 6F, this is the white color code. But instead here, if I just write, for example, pink, so here if I now hover here, we can see the background color is becoming pink, but I don't want that, so I'm pressing Command Z to went back to the previous color. Alright, we can now minimize the navigator here. By the way, another important thing, whenever you do any work, and if you don't want to lose your hard work, just make sure you have clicked on this update button to save your work. So I am now saving my work. And here the next important thing, we have already created the beautiful banner here. The next important thing is to make it responsive for other devices like tablet and mobile, because nowadays, you know, more than 70% of users came from different devices, mostly from mobile devices, of course. And now let's see how you can make anything responsive for mobile devices. So here, this is looking great for desktop device, and here from the bottom left side, you can just click on the responsive mode, click there, and now at the top we can see 3 different icons. So this is for desktop, and we have already done the design for desktop device. Now if we click on the tablet device, we can see the preview of the tablet devices. So now on the tablet device, actually everything is looking great. You can just keep it like this, but I'm just showing you some options. So here, let's say if you want to change something only for tablet device, how can you do that? So first of all, let's select this main container, and here go under layout tab. You may remember we have given the minimum height to 740 pixel on desktop. Let's say if you want to change this height only for the tablet device, you can do that from this place. So if I here write, let's say 400 pixel or maybe 500 pixel, so oops, it's 50,000, not 50,000. We should write here just, for example, 800 of height. So now you can see the height of this banner is 800 pixel and it's only applicable for tablet device. If we go back to the desktop device, you see it's still remaining to 740 pixel. So now let's go back to the tablet device, and here also instead of giving any specific value, you can write your custom number like any percentage or any other thing. So to do it, here instead of pixel, I'm just selecting this custom option, and here I'm just writing 100%, just like this. So the minimum height would be always 100% of the device. And then only for the tablet device, I wanna adjust the padding. So go under advanced tab. Here this padding is for desktop, but now I wanna customize it. So I'm making it to 30, but at the top and bottom we can increase a little bit. So unlink it. At the top I'm adding 140 pixel, and here at the bottom I'm adding 180 pixel of padding, just like this. So this is only applicable for tablet, because you can see at the right side of this padding there is a little tiny tablet icon, which means it's only these values are only applicable for the tablet device, and the desktop values will remain the same for the desktop. Okay, and for the desktop, for the tablet device, I also wanna reduce the size of this heading. So select this heading here. Now go under the style tab, open the typography. So for the desktop 100 is fine, but for the tablet device I just wanna reduce it to 70 pixel so it looks good on tablet. And also I think we are good to go with the tablet. Now let's go to the mobile view. So on mobile view we can do a little thing. So first of all, let's select this main container. Here we can adjust the padding. So here first giving 20 all around. Now unlink it, because here at the top I'm giving 130 pixel, and here at the bottom let's keep it 180 pixel of padding. And then here this heading, I think on mobile device we can make it a bit smaller. So select this heading. Now go under this style tab. From the typography I'm making its size to 16 pixel, and this main heading, select it. Just from the typography I'm making its size to 58 pixel only for mobile device, because here we can see the mobile icon. And here I also want to increase the line height to 1 em, just like it. Then with these buttons, let's select the button. So here I just want to reduce the button size to 14 pixel, and then from here just go to the padding. Here I'm making the padding value to 10 at the top and bottom, and 30 to the left and right, just like this. So let's do the same thing with this one. Go under the style tab. So it would be 10, and to the left and right I'm making it to 30. Also from the typography I'm just changing the font size to 14 pixel. So the banner area is also looking great on the mobile device, also at the tablet device, and on the desktop device for sure. So we are done with the beautiful hero banner area. Now before moving forward, okay, just close it. Also let's close the navigator. So before moving forward, I wanna show you another important thing, because you may see, just select this. Okay, let's select this heading, and if we go under its advanced tab, you may remember we have given the background color from here. So let's say if you want to reuse the color on the other places, so also we have used the font family on this text. So if I just go under typography, and you see the font family is seen. So just like this, if you want to reuse any color or any font over and over on your website, there is a best way to do that. Because let's say if you have used this kind of green color on your website, and if you have used that on all the headings background or all the buttons, and after 1 week you think, no, this color is not best for my brand, I want to change this color to red color. So what usually you need to do, you need to change all the colors manually from here, also from the second place, also from your 100th place. But instead, what if you change this color from one place and that will be applied on all other places. So that's the global, that's the global settings idea came from. So we need to preset some global settings in our Elementor. So to do it, because we can reuse that later again and again. Okay, so first of all, let's just save it. Just click on this update button, and I want to do some global settings. So from the left top, click on this hamburger icon, and then from here go inside of site settings. First, let's go inside of this global colors, and here we can see some predefined colors like primary color, secondary color, text and accent color. So I just want to change them first, and then if you want, you can add as many as custom colors you want. So first, the primary color, instead of this, so first click on this color picker, and I want to set it as 0f 0f 0f, and the secondary color, it would be #7243f2, this color. And then the text color, so the text color would be #6c6a72, and then the accent color would be the same as primary, so it would be #0f 0f 0f. And now, like I said, if you want, you can add as many custom colors you want. So from here, click on add colors, and you can name it anything. So I'm just naming it color 1, for example, and here's the color code, which is #1d1729, this color. And then let's add another color, so I'm just naming it as color 2, and the color code would be #E6E2EF, this color. So we have just preset all the global colors. And by the way, if you just open the theme global color, you may see some other color. These are basically coming from the theme, and we are using Cadence theme, so we actually cannot delete it from here. But don't worry about it, because we won't be using these colors. So just focus on these global colors we have just created. Now just click on this update to save all these colors. Now from top, let's go back, and now go inside of the global fonts. So from here, the primary font, I just wanna change the font family. So from here, I'm making the Sein font here Sein, and then for the secondary fonts here, I'm just giving it DM Sans. Then for the text, I'm again giving here DM Sans, and here also I'm giving the font size to 16 pixel, and you can also preview it how it's looking, right? So this one is the primary, here is the secondary, this one is the text, and also have a look, this one is the accent. So it's looking like it at this moment, but from here, if we change, you see the default font family is Roboto, but instead here if we give it DM Sans, you see it's changed and looking like it. And I'm giving the font size to 16 pixel and font weight to 700, just like this. Alright, so just save it by clicking on the update button, and let's go back. Now let's go inside of the typography field here. So for any body text, you can now select the global color. So you don't need to give the global color, you don't need to give any custom color to all the paragraphs or any text like that. So from text color, I'm just, here is two options, okay? So first I need to clarify these two things. If you want, you can use any custom color for all the body text color, and as we have preset some colors, so you can select that color by clicking on this globe icon. So from text color, select this globe icon, and you can see all the global colors we have just set. So for the body text, I just wanna select the text color, text global color, so I'm selecting it. Also the typography, we have set the global typography, which is text, so I'm selecting that. Now have a look, let's work with all these headings. So first, starting with the heading 2, this element, so its color would be our primary color. I'm selecting the global primary color, and then let's select the global typography, which would be our primary. But now I just want to customize it a bit, so click on this pencil icon. So the default font family Sein is fine, but font size, I just wanna make it as 45 pixel. Then from here, let's make the line height in EM, and I'm making it to 1.2 EM. The letter spacing would be also EM, and that would be minus 0.05 em. Alright, so heading 2 settings is fine. Now heading 3. So I wanna give the heading 3 color to our global color 1, this color. Then from here, typography, I'm giving it secondary color. Oops, not secondary color. I just wanna give it primary because I want that scene font here as well. So I'm selecting primary. Now from this place, you see the font family is scene. Here I wanna make the font size to 30 pixel. Then here I'm making the line height to 36 pixel. And similar like before, here I'm making the here just first make it em, and that would be negative 0.05 em. Then here with this heading 4, we can just select the text color, and now here I'm selecting the secondary font. And now from the typography, you see the font family already got the DM sans. Here I'm making the font size to 16 pixel. Default font weight 400 is fine. And here I'm just making the line height to 22 pixel, just like this. So everything is looking great. Just recheck the typography. So from here, let's open it. Yep, the default body font family DM sans is fine. It's automatically getting 16 pixel. But here I just wanna make the line height to 30 pixel. Alright, now let's click on this update button to save it. And here you see we have given all the global colors and global fonts. Now here one important thing we need to do, because sometimes we give global colors and global fonts from Elementor, but we see some error, something is getting from the theme. So avoid all those confusion, you can just click on this settings option. So or here actually I can show you the usual way, because let's say you may not see this yellow area on your Elementor. So how can you access that? So first of all, let's close it, click on this X. Now from here, let's go inside of WordPress dashboard. So click on this hamburger, click on exit, click on apply, just click on leave. So basically you can always go inside Elementor, then click on settings. So here you see these two options, disable default colors, disable default fonts. So we need to select these two, so the default fonts and colors won't get from the theme settings, it will get from the Elementor settings that we have just set. So make sure you have selected this one, also this one. Now click on save changes. Now we can go inside pages to all pages, and here we were, this is the home page. Just click on edit with Elementor. And here I also want to do some global settings, because we need to do that over and over again. For example, let's have a look. When we have created this banner, let's select it, and you see we have given the gaps value to 0 because the default gaps value is 20. So actually I always want to keep the gap value to 0. Also I always want to start from the padding value to 0. So I don't want their preset 20 pixel of spacing. Okay, so you can actually manipulate them, you can change them. So from here, click on this hamburger icon again. Now go inside site settings, and this time let's just go inside of layout, and here the container padding. So by default I don't want any padding space, so I'm making it to 0. And here you see the default gap value is 20. I also don't want that. If I need any gap, I can give them manually later, but by default I don't want any gap. So here I'm just selecting 0. Let's click on update, then go back. And also sometimes you may see your website's body's background color is a different color. Sometimes it happens if you use a different theme. So just to make sure, just click on the background. From here, select this classic icon, and I wanna give the default body background color to white color, just like this. Let's save it. Let's now go back. And here I always love to use editing handles, because let's say if you want to duplicate this button, you need to right click over here and you can duplicate it from here. Then if you want to delete it, you can delete it from this place. But if you want to do your work more efficiently or quickly, then you can enable the editing handles option. So you just need to click over this hamburger. From here, go inside user preferences, and here by default editing handle is turned off, but if I make it on, now have a look. So if you now hover on any element, you see there is a quick duplicate option, there is a quick delete option. With any other elements, like with this container we can see this as well, with this heading we can see this as well, so it's super handy. And also there are other options like responsive preview. So okay, we will talk about this later when this thing will come, but here have a look. Let's say if you love to work in a dark theme, so from here you can change the UI theme to dark, just like this, but for now I'm just keeping it to auto detect. And here is the panel width. So basically this is your panel, this left panel. So actually you can always drag it to the right side to make it bigger, or you can shrink it just like it. But when you refresh the page, you can see the default value what is given here, which is 300. So I'm just leaving it with 300. There is no problem with that. And for the moment, click on this update button. By the way, right after set up all this thing, always make sure you have refreshed this page one time, because sometimes there might be any cache issues or any other issues. So just make sure you have refreshed it once. So I'm refreshing the page. And not only for this time, when you create anything on Elementor and you cannot find any error, you see you have done everything right, but something is looking fishy, something is not working perfectly. On that moment, you can consider there is some cache issues on your browser, because this is a live editor, you know. So sometimes this kind of thing happens. So if you feel like that, you just need to save that page on that moment, and you can refresh the page. So later you may see everything has been fixed by itself. Alright, right underneath here I wanna create a client logo carousel, and I have said you before, if you want to create your next section, you can just click on this plus icon, it will be created here. But as I said, this HTML element wouldn't be shown anywhere. So no matter if you create the section right underneath the HTML element or at the top of the HTML element, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can either click on this plus button or this plus button, both will work. So now I'm just clicking on this plus icon. Click on this plus icon, and here this plus icon. I'm taking this structure and go under advanced tab. First I'm making the padding value to 0. Now let's unlink it, because here at the left and right I'm adding 30 pixel of padding. Now within this container I wanna take one child container. So from here click on the Rubik's cube icon. Let's drag this container inside here. Now with this container I wanna add a border color at the bottom only. So from here just go under style tab. From here open the border, and border type would be solid. And like I said, I want to apply the border only at the bottom, so unlink it, and only at the bottom I want to use 1 pixel of border, and the border color would be our global color too. Oops, here is the color, this color. And then with this inner container I want to apply some padding, so go under advanced tab. First I'm giving 60 pixel all around, but now unlink it, because here at the left and right I don't want any padding. And here you may remember one thing, the navigator, this is the lifesaver, because you already see all the names are becoming container, which is very confusing. That's why I have renamed the container names for the banner area. So let's do the same for this area as well. So this underneath area, this one, so I'm just renaming it as HTML container, so you can always understand the HTML codes are within this container. And the container we have just taken, I'm just renaming it as the logos container. So here is the logos container, and within the logos container we have taken another container, so it's the inner container of its parent. Now within this inner container I wanna take the logos, so click on the Rubik's cube icon, and here I'm searching for logo. So this one, and this one is coming from eKit, that means Elementor Kit, the plugin. So I'm using this client logo widget, drag it within this area here. And now, so within this area we can use the client logos. First of all I just wanna delete all of them Now let's open the first one. It says title 1. I don't want to use any title, but you are open to do anything. You can make your own design. I just want to use any logo here, so click on this logo. So for example, I'm just using this inverter logo here. Now from the settings, so you can also mess with these settings if you want. So slide to show. I want to display 5 logos in a row, so just like this, and open the logo. We only have one logo at this moment. For the moment I don't want to use different logos, so I can just duplicate it from here. Let's duplicate it couple more time only to give you the proper example. Just wait a little. We can see all the logos are here, and as we have selected from settings, the slides to show number is 5, so 5 logos are showing at a time, and then this slides to the next logo, right? So now let's go under style tab. From here I'm making the padding value to 0. Also here minimum height I'm making it to 0, so we can see only the logo. We don't want that space at the top and bottom. Now let's open this logo option. Here I'm making the margin value to 0. Then here is padding, so here at the top I'm giving 27. You see it's been applied, and here I'm giving 23 at the bottom, just like this. And then I just want to reduce the opacity of the logo, so from here instead of 1 I'm just giving it to 0.3, just like this. And then you can see by default there are some shadows, but I don't want that, so from here box shadow I'm making all the value to 0, so there is no shadow here. But here on hover I want to make the logo's color to I want to make the opacity value 1 on hover. Actually by default it's that. So here on hover, oops, not in shadow but on the border type, here just go under opacity, just go under hover. Here by default on hover the opacity value is 1. That's why when we hover on this logo we can see the real color of that logo. But also I want another thing, so from here just go under this main hover tab. On hover I also want to make its background color a bit lighter, so from here let's select the color code, so that would be hash F4 F5 F8, just like this. So initially it's looking like it, and while I hover it's becoming this light color, so it looks really great. And we just need to make sure it's responsive, so click on the responsive icon, go to tablet view. On tablet view everything is looking great, but I think we can adjust the padding. So select the main container, go under advanced tab. From here unlink it, so here at the left and right I'm giving 20 pixel of padding instead of 30. And then here we can see at a time we can see 2 logos, but for tablet just go under, oops, make sure you have selected this element which is the client logo element. So select it, go under the content tab, here go inside of settings, so slides to show. For tablet I'm giving here 3, so it's now looking perfect. But for the mobile device everything is looking great, but here instead of 1 I wanna show here 2 logos, just like this. Alright, we have done the responsiveness of the client logos area. Let's now create our next section, that would be the services section. So right underneath the logos area, you can just click on this plus icon to create a container at the top of this HTML area. So click on this plus icon, click on this plus icon, and this time I wanna take, okay, so let's take this container as well like before. So I'm taking this structure, and here the first thing I wanna do, I just wanna make its direction to row, just like this. And then this one is very important, just make the wrap value to wrap. I'm making it wrap because the inner elements will take their own width. You will understand it properly when we will create the inner elements. Just for the moment keep the wrap value to wrap, and you see the gap is becoming automatically 0 because we have given the global gap value to 0. Now with this container, go under advanced tab, here padding, I'm giving padding value to 30, but here at the top I'm giving 120, and at the bottom I'm giving 80 pixel. Now within this container I wanna take an inner container, so click over here. Now take one inner container. I just wanna give it some space at the bottom, so from here unlink the margin. At the bottom I'm giving 50 pixel of margin bottom. Now within this inner container I wanna take some heading, so click on this plus icon. Here I'm dragging this heading element and I wanna make it heading 4, so h4. Now I wanna change this text, so here I'm pasting some dummy heading, and now I'm making its alignment to centered. And you see, as we have I have selected the h4, the heading 4, it's getting all the styles from global heading 4. So this is the reason I have preset all the global settings earlier. Okay, so if I just make it to h3, it's getting all the global styling what we have given to the heading 3. Here is the heading 2, just like this. So here I'm making it to h4. Now here with this heading, at the right side of this heading I want to add some border or element. You may see or you may name it. So let's add that thing here, but to do it again I'm saying it's pretty cool if you just want to keep it like this, but now to make it more cool I wanna add some custom code. So the symbol would be at the right side of this area. Okay, so first of all let's again open up this custom snippet, and this time we will be pasting the snippet right underneath this code here. So just go to jimfahaddigital.com, and here let's scroll down. Here it says subtitle border. Okay, so right underneath subtitle border you can see this little snippet. So I'm just copying this whole snippet from this place. Let's just copy it. Now go inside Elementor, and remember we need to put this within the style tag. So right after this I'm just making some space. So here within this place, before this style tag, here anywhere of this place I'm just pasting it. Right click over here, click on paste. So it's here at this place. So these are basically the code I have just pasted. And now you know, whenever you put any custom code we need to do two things. So we have first pasted the code, and also we need to add the class name with the particular element. In that case this is the heading, so just select it, go under its advanced tab. Here we need to paste the class name, so go to jimfahaddigital.com, and here we can see subtitle class. So the class name would be this. Just copy it, and I'm pasting the class name within the class field here. Now actually the the icon has been added, but we cannot see it. It's at this right side. So to fix it, make sure you have selected this heading. From under its advanced tab you need to make its align self to centered, so we can see the symbol here at the right side. By the way, this is not an image, this is created by custom CSS code, so you can change this color as well with your own color. So if I just go again inside of the code, so just from here, okay, so you can change the code from here as well. So here instead of this color, if you want to use your brand color, so of course it's a gradient color. So here if you change the first color as red and the second color as, for example, blue, you see these two colors are coming from this place. So they are gradient color combining with the red and blue, just like this. But I'm just going back to the previous color, but you now know from where these colors are coming, right? Now underneath this heading I wanna add another heading. So okay, first let's close this responsive bar from top. Now click on the Rubik's Cube icon. Here I'm dragging another heading underneath this here, and I'm again pasting some heading text here in this place, and I just wanna make the alignment to centered. Then go under advanced tab, unlink the margin, because only at the top I wanna add 5 pixel of margin. And then here actually I wanna make its with a custom width. So no matter how many words you put here, that will be adjusted within that width. So let me give you the example. Here width, I'm making it to custom, and then you can adjust the width. You see the text are adjusting with it within that width. So here I just wanna keep it to 50%, and I wanna make it centered. You may remember we have given the centered alignment from here, but it won't work as we have given it custom width. So now if you want to make it centered, just go under advanced tab, and from here make the align self to centered. So it's now centered here. Now here we can again look at the navigator, because like I said, I always love to rename things to make it easier. So here first make sure we have created this container, and this area is for service. So here I'm renaming it as service container. Now within the service container, here we have taken another container, so we can just rename it. So here I'm just renaming it as inner one container. So within the inner one container, we have this first heading. Here is the second heading. Let's now minimize the inner one container, because right underneath the inner container, not within the inner container, right underneath the inner container, I wanna take the single service cars or services container. Okay, so click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here let's drag this container underneath here. So just make sure if you minimize it, and if you see this container is also minimizing within this container, so which means this container is went inside of this container, but I don't want that. So first of all I'm just renaming it. So we can just rename it as service 1. Okay, so I don't want it within the inner container. So first of all I'm just moving it outside of the inner container, but now not at the top of this. So I'm making the inner one container at the top of service 1. So here within the service container, okay, let me just minimize it one more time. So this is the service container, open it. Here within the inner container we have this 2 heading, but here this service 1 is not within the inner one container, it's a different container. Okay, so let's now open the service 1, this container. So here I'm making the service 1, this container content width to full width. I'm making their width to 50%. Then I wanna add some margin at the bottom, so unlink it. At the bottom I'm adding 40 pixel, and then only at the right side I wanna add 20 pixel of padding. Now within this service 1 I wanna add inner container. So within this area, let's click on the Rubik's Cube icon. Here I'm dragging this container within the service 1, and we can rename it as inner 2, for example. Actually you can name it anything. I'm just giving only to make it easily understandable for me. So I have selected the inner 2, this container. Now I'm making the minimum height to 350 pixel, and then also from here I'm making the overflow to hidden. So let's make it. Then go under style tab, because I just want to give it a slight shadow. So from the border, let's open the box shadow. So it would be, the vertical value would be 10, and then the blur value, let's make it to 60. And then I wanna, okay, so you can see it properly. So you can select the shadow color from here. I wanna make it really transparent, because if you drag this color bar to the right side, you see the shadow is becoming too sharp. I don't want that. I wanna make it really transparent, just like this. So overall it gives us a visually shadow vibe. Alright, now with this, go under advanced tab, because I wanna add some padding. So unlink the padding. By the way, these numbers are very important. You need to give the same numbers, otherwise it won't look cool, you know. So first of all, I'm just giving the top value to 50, the bottom value to 50, and then the left value to 40, and the right value I'm giving here 270. Later we will be adding some class name with them, but for now I'm just skipping class names. Let's just focus on this structure, how I'm creating it. Now within this inner 2 container, I want to take another inner container. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and from here let's drag this container within inner 2. So you see within inner2 we have another container. I just wanna rename it as inner3. So for inner3 I'm making the content width to full width, and here you can give any width with this container. So here instead of percent I'm giving it in pixel. So here I'm just giving it to 270 pixel. Oops, 270 or 271. Then I also wanna make the from under additional option overflow value to hidden. So when we will do any animation, nothing will be at the top of this element. So make sure you have also done this. Now within this container, within this inner3, I wanna insert an image. So click over this plus icon and let's drag this image widget here. So okay, so let's put an image here. Click on choose image. Let's select this image, the service1 image. Click on select. Now I wanna make this corner rounded. So to do it, make sure you have selected the parent container of this image, which is inner3. So I've selected inner3. Go under style tab, open the border, and here the border radius I want to apply it only at the top here. So unlink it at the top. I'm giving here 400 pixel of border radius. So only this corner is becoming rounded. If I give it to the right as well, you see this corner is also becoming rounded, but I don't want that. I'm making everything 0, just the top value to 400. Now I want to position it at the right and bottom corner. So make sure you have selected the inner3 this container. Go under advanced tab. From here set the position to absolute, and now from right side, so horizontal orientation would be from right. So default 0 is fine, but you can just adjust it the way you want. I'm just keeping it to 0, and vertical orientation it would be from bottom. Also you can adjust the position, but I'm just keeping the vertical orientation offset value to 0. So it's here at the right bottom corner. Then let's do one thing. Just select this image, click over this image. Now go under advanced tab. Just make sure you have given a higher z-index number because it's necessary for the animation. For now I'm not explaining the z-index, it's kinda more CSS stuff. So for the moment just keep the z-index value to higher than 1. So I'm keeping the z-index value to 2. Now I wanna use an icon here in this place. So first, okay, let's minimize this inner3 because I don't wanna take that icon within inner3. I wanna take that outside of inner3 within the inner2. Okay, so here now click on the Rubik's Cube icon, but I don't wanna use any icon. I will be using image. So here is the image widget. Let's drag it here. We can adjust, we can readjust the location from the navigator if it went wrong. So I have just put the image here. You see the image is in this place. So just make sure if we just minimize the inner2, you see this image is outside of inner2, but I don't want that. So open the inner2. Now first I'm just dragging this image at the top of inner2 here. But now let's minimize the inner2 because I want this image at the bottom of inner2. So I'm dragging this inner2 at the top of the image here in this place. So here within the inner2 we have got this image, and here is inner3, and within the inner3 we have taken this image. Okay, so this is the structure. Now within this image that we have just taken, we will be adding an icon. Okay, so let's choose the image. From here for the first one we can select this icon and click on select. By the way, if you wonder where to get this kind of beautiful PNG icons, then you can go to one place or one website which is called flaticon.com. So here you can get unlimited, not actually unlimited, but a lot of free icons. So here if you just search for any icon you will find that. So for example, let's say you want any education related icon, just search for it. So here you see there are 600k plus education icons. So you can select these icons from this place. There is a download button, so you can download the PNG icon from that website, from this flaticon.com website. Okay, So I have collected the icons from that place. So go inside of Elementor Page Builder. Now make sure you have selected this image from the navigator, and now just have a look at this navigator. If we didn't rename the container names, it would be super messy. We cannot understand by ourselves how this structure is working. So everything while looking like container inside container, then inside another container, like that. But as we have renamed the container's name, now we can easily understand what is inside of which container, right? So from here, from inside of inner 2, I have selected the image or the icon. Now go under style tab. Here I'm making its width in pixel. Let's make it to 34 pixel. Now go to padding, because here I wanna apply 30 pixel of padding with this icon. And then here I'm making the align self to left. And similar like before, I also wanna work with its position. So from here, make the position to absolute. Now here I want it from right side. So from right, it would leave only 75 pixel. So from here, I'm giving here 75 pixel. And then from top, it would leave 65 pixel of space. So from here, I'm giving it to 65 pixel. So it's in this position. But now you see it's went underneath of this image because its z-index value is higher. So if you want to put anything at the top of other thing, you need to make that z-index value bigger than the other element. So this image's z-index value, if we click over this image, just go under advanced tab, you see its z-index value is 2. So if we want to make this image at the top of this image, so that z-index value should be higher than 2. So now let's select this image. So here is the image within the inner 2. Select the image, and here we need to make its z-index value higher than 2. So here z-index value, I'm making it to 3. So it's now at the top of this bottom image. Then I wanna make its background color to white. So let's scroll down, and from here background, open the background type. So here let's just give it white color. And also I wanna make their corners rounded. So open the borders, and here border radius, I'm making it %, and here I'm giving it 50%. Also we can give a little bit of shadow, so it would look like it's floating at the top. So box shadow, here horizontal value 0, and here vertical value 10, and blur value, let's give it to 60. But you know, I just want to make it more transparent, so maybe just like this, it looks perfect. Now right underneath this icon, I wanna add a heading. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon. From here, let's drag this heading underneath here. So you see from the navigator, it is just going underneath this. Here is the image, and right underneath here is the heading. They are not going inside of inner 3, so you can minimize the inner 3. They are inside. Actually within the inner 2 we have 3 elements, right? If I minimize it again, within the inner 2, here we have one image, one heading, and one child container, which name we have renamed it to inner 3. Okay, so we have worked with the image. Here is the heading. Now let's work with the heading. So I just want to change the heading. I'm in heading text, so I'm just replacing the text here. Also go under advanced tab. Here underneath I'm adding 15 pixel of margin bottom. Then here the same thing, z-index value to 2. Right underneath here, click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm just dragging this text editor field here underneath. Also I'm pasting some dummy text here, and I just wanna make its z-index value to 2 as well. By the way, everything is looking great, but I think we can reduce the size of this heading. So select it, go under content tab. By default it's heading 2, but instead I'm making it to heading 3. So right now it looks perfect. By the way, if you want, you can just keep it like this, but now you know I always love to use some kind of animation. So with this container, now I wanna use the animation. So to make the animation, we need to do two things. First of all, we need to add the code snippet, and then with these elements we need to add some classes. Okay, but if you want, you can if you don't want that hover animation, you can just keep it like this. You don't need to add that CSS code or the CSS classes with these elements. Okay, but if you want the animation, just follow with me. Okay, So here first of all I wanna add the code. Open the HTML snippet and here right underneath the existing code. So just make sure you have put it before the style tag here. So I'm making some empty space here, and now go inside of jimfahaddigital.com. So here let's scroll down. It says service animation CSS. So you need to copy this whole snippet from here. So from this place let's just copy it. So from here let's copy this code snippet, go inside of Elementor, and here I'm just pasting the code snippet. You know, we have pasted the code snippet here, but we cannot see any change in this place because for sure, you know, we need to add the class names. So here if we go again on the website, here we can see service classes. So this one is for service 1. So go inside Elementor, and that's why this renaming is important. So now go inside of service 1. We can minimize the service 1. So start with service 1, go under its advanced tab, and we will be pasting the class name within this field. So from here for the service 1 we are just copying this class name. Let's copy it and paste it within this place. By the way, while we will be copying and pasting this area, then we will be needing these class names, but for the moment we just need this class name. Then here for the service inner3 class, this would be the class name. So I'm just copying this class name, go inside Elementor, and here within the service 1. Actually here we have done one mistake, because you see while we're hovering here, the animation is going outside of the area, which is we have done the mistake here. So instead of putting the class with this service 1 card, so let's just remove this from this place. So I'm removing the class name from this place. Actually instead of this service 1, this card, we need to go inside of this container. It says inner2. So go under its advanced tab, and within this field here, so let's just copy this class name from this place, go inside of Elementor, and we can paste the class name here. So have a look. Right now it's looking great, but now we need to add some classes as well. So here let's select the inner3. So with inner3 we need to add the class name. So here we can see with inner3 we need to add this class name. Let's copy it and we can paste the class name here. Now within the inner3 we have inserted one image. So this is basically this image. So select the image, go underneath advanced tab, and here we need to apply a class name as well. So from here it says service inner3 image class, so that would be image. Let's copy it, and with this image I'm applying the class name here. Now here let's go to Jim Fahad Digital. Here it says service icon class, that would be icon. Here is the h3 would be title, and this one would be text. So from inside Elementor, so these three basically, select this image or icon, this one, its class would be from here, its class would be icon. Then this heading, this is the heading 3, select it, go under advanced tab, and its class would be title. And then the text editor, go under advanced tab, its class would be text. Now have a look. If I just hover here, we can see the beautiful animation here. I know if you are a beginner, you can do some mistakes, like you can put the class name to any wrong element. That's very normal. Just follow the last 5 to 7 minutes very attentively, so you can create this exact same awesome animation like this. Now you know we can easily just duplicate this container, but before duplicating it, I wanna do one thing. I wanna just make sure it's looking great on mobile and tablet. So I want to do the responsive design first, because let's say before doing responsiveness, if you just duplicate it, then you need to do the responsiveness on the other cards separately. But if you do the responsiveness beforehand, and then if you duplicate the element, so you don't need to do the same work 2 or 3 times more, right? So I just wanna make it responsive first. So I'm selecting this container, and make sure we are starting from this service one, this container. Now let's go to the responsive mode. First go to tablet device. So you see, on tablet device we need to fix something. So first of all, we have got a huge space on inner 2, so select the inner 2, because here you see at the right side we have got 270 pixel of padding. We don't want it at tablet, so I'm making the padding value to 30. Then let's select the inner 3, this container. So here is the inner 3, this area. But you know what, I want this image at the top in this place, so let's just minimize it and we can just drop it at the top of this image here. So you see the inner 3, this element is at the top here. Also desktop, it won't be changed because we have set its position as a absolute position, so there is no problem if you put the inner 3 at the top of this image. So let's go to the tablet view. So now I don't want these rounded corners on the tablet only. So from here, make sure you have selected this inner 3, go under its style tab, open the border, and I don't want this border radius on tablet. So from here I'm making it to 0. So it's looking pretty nice. And within inner 3 we have got this image, so select it. Always make sure its width is 100%. So by the way, if you want you can keep it like this, but I'm making its width to 100%. And then let's go back to inner 3, this container, go under its advanced tab, unlink the margin. So here we can adjust the bottom margin according to our need. So let's do other work, then we can come back to this place. So first let's start with this image, so which is basically this image. Let's select the image, and here only for the tablet device, just go under its style tab, and here instead of 34 we can make it to 28 pixel. Then go under advanced tab, I'm making its margin to 0. Also only at the tablet device I want to make it centered aligned, so from here align self I'm making it to centered. And then the position, it would be from right. Let's set the offset value as 0, and here from top let's set the offset value to 0. Then with this H3 and text, just select the H3, go under content, make the alignment centered only for tablet device, and for this paragraph select it. You can just click over it. Now from content we can make the alignment to centered. Now here with this heading, select it again, go under advanced tab. I want some space at the top, so first unlink the margin, and at the top I'm adding 80 pixel. I think it's too much, so we can add 30 pixel at the top and bottom. Let's add 15 pixel. Now here with this icon or this image, let's select it, and here margin bottom we can actually add some negative value. Oops. Okay, first let's make it 0 and unlink the layout. Actually instead of this image, let's select the inner 3, this one, because we have already made the margin value to 0. Now from here you can adjust the position, so I'm just clicking on this down arrow because we need some negative value. So let's just play with it. I think negative 48 pixel looks perfect with this card. So on tablet device it will look like this. Now have a look how it will look on mobile device. So let's go to mobile device. So here I think everything is looking great, but I don't want this right padding here. So make sure you have selected this service 1, this container. So I don't want any padding, so I'm making the padding value to 0. And also I wanna give it a width. So if anyone if anyone visit the site from a wider mobile screen, they can also see the width I'm setting now. So from here only for mobile device I'm setting this container's width to 400 pixel minimum. Oops, not within the height field, I should give it within the width, so the width would be 400 pixel. Alright, now we can go back to the desktop view from here, because now I want to duplicate it. So from the navigator, make sure you have selected the service 1 because I will be duplicating this one. So let's copy this service 1. So right click over here, click on duplicate, and then here I'm just renaming it as service 2. Then just duplicate the service 2, and here I'm renaming it as service 3. let's just duplicate age as well. So here I'm just renaming it as service 4. So now have a look. So right now this service 1, 2, 3 and 4, everything is looking great, animations are working perfectly, but now I want to give it a really nice look. So here with the second one, I want this curved image here. So overall these 4 images together will look like a circle, okay? But if you want to keep it like it, you can do that, but I'm showing you how you can make it more cool, okay? So let's select the second one. You can also select that from navigator. So from here, let's select the service 2. So first of all, go under its container, and here we don't want the space to the right side. Instead, we are let's add the padding to the left side, 20 pixel here. Then within the service 2, here let's select the inner 2 because we need to adjust the padding as well. So go under advanced tab. Here at the right side, I'm adding 40 pixel, and at the left side I'm adding 270 pixel. And here, you know, with the inner 2, we also need to change the CSS class name because here it says service block 1. So here just keep everything same. So here keep the inner box everything same, just instead of 1 here I'm writing 2, okay, just like this. Then from here within the inner 2 we have inner 3. Select the inner 3, go under its advanced tab because we need to adjust its positioning. So it would be from left and from bottom. Now let's go inside of inner 3, and here is our image, but we have given the border radius with the inner 3. So select the inner 3, go under its style tab. Here is the border, and instead of top, so I'm making the top value to 0. This time I'm giving the value to the right side. So here is 400. So it's looking like, okay, let me move the navigator. So here it's looking like this, but we also need to adjust this position here at this place. So to do it, from here let's select this image or this icon, go under its advanced tab, and here we just need to make the horizontal orientation from left side to 75 pixel. So its position is now looking great. Now let's do some work with this third one. So it would be our service 3. Let's go inside here, select the inner 2, and here we just need to change the class name. So here instead of 1, I'm writing here inner 2. Oops, I'm just writing here service block 2. Now let's go inside of inner 2, select the inner 3, go under advanced tab, and here I'm changing its position. So it would be from right side and here from top side. So in this position also, let's go under style tab, open the border, because here instead of top, let's make it 0, but I want it at the left side. So here it would be 400. So it's looking like it. Let's adjust the position of this image. So let's select this image, go under advanced tab, and from here it would be from right 75 pixel is correct, and vertical orientation would be from bottom, and it would be 65 pixel. So in this position it looks great. Now let's work with the service 4. So from here I'm selecting service 4, go under advanced tab. Here similar like the service 2, I don't need this right padding, but we need left padding, just like this. Now within service 4, let's open it, select the inner 2 and go under advanced tab. You know, instead of 1 here it would be 4, the class name. Then go under advanced tab. From here we need to adjust the padding, so it would be 40 and here it would be 270. Now within inner 2, let's select inner 3, go under its advanced tab, and the position, the horizontal orientation would be from left side, and it would be, the vertical would be from top. Now let's go under style tab, open the border. The top value here would be 0. Instead the bottom value would be 400. Also we need to adjust the position of this icon. So from under advanced tab it would be from left it would be 75 and it would be from bottom to 65. So now if I move the navigator, have a look here, this area's animation is looking really awesome, but also we need to check the responsiveness. So from here, okay, for the moment just save it because I don't want to lose our hard work. So okay, for the moment I'm closing the navigator. Just click on this responsive mode, go to the tablet first. So on the tablet view, I think everything is looking great. So yep, I think we just need to adjust the position of these. So from here, let's select it. And here we need to do just one simple thing, like we need to just make its offset to 0, also the vertical offset to 0. So same with this icon as well. So from here, just offset value would be 0, also here vertical orientation offset value would be 0. Same with this one. So here the offset value would be 0, also this offset value would be 0. Alright, so all these cursor looking great on tablet device, and I think we can also adjust this heading. So select it for tablet device. Let's just go under style tab because I wanna reduce its size to 36 pixel, and also we can just go under advanced tab, and only for tablet device we can make its width to 65%. So it's now looking great on tablet device. Let's now move to the phone device or mobile device. So here let's select this container, and here I think we can adjust the padding, make it 20. Now let's unlink it. At the top I'm giving 120 and bottom let's give it to 80 pixel. Then with this text or this heading, now first making its width in, we can also give it in pixel, and let's now make it to 345 pixel just like it, and we can also make its size a bit smaller. So only for mobile device we can make it to 30 pixel. So this area is now looking great on mobile device, also on tablet device, and on the desktop it's looking great for sure. So don't forget to click on this update button to save your work. And by the way, you know, you can easily change all of these images, icons and heading the way you want. For example, here if you want to change this image, just select this image, and instead you can use this image. For this one, select it, and you can select this one. Then for the fourth one, let's select this one. So in this way you can easily change all the images. And for this icon, let's select this icon, go under content tab. From here for the second one, let's select it. For the third one, go under content tab, let's select this one. And for the fourth one, let's go under content, select this icon and select it. So in this way you can also change all of this heading. I'm doing that really quickly and coming back to you. So I have also changed all of this heading. Now click on this update button to save our work. Alright, let's now move to our next section, that would be the portfolio section. So here we can, you can just click on this plus icon. So I'm clicking here, and let's take this structure this time, and here I'm setting the minimum height to 590 pixel, and then I want to give it a background color. So from here, from the color picker, the color code would be #15101E. So this kind of dark color, and also I want to use a background image. So from here, or we can give it as a background overlay. So just choose the image from here. Now I'm selecting this PNG image, this one. So it says portfolio BG pattern. Now click on select. You can see it here, right? So now I want to adjust the position. Let's make the position to center. Here repeat value to no repeat, and display size, let's make it to cover. And also I want to give it some padding. So here first I'm making it to 30 pixel. Let's now unlink it, because here at the top I'm giving here 120, and here at the bottom let's just keep it 0 pixel. And now here I wanna add a subheading and heading, and you know what, we can actually reuse this subheading and heading. So from here I'm just right clicking over here, click on copy, and here right click over here, click on paste. So the heading is here. Also with this one, copy this heading from here, and right underneath this subheading, right click over here and click on paste. Now the first thing I want to do, I want to change the color of these headings. So from here, let's make the text color to white. Also for this one, let's select it, and from under style tab, let's make its color also white. Now I just want it to say recent portfolios. So here I'm typing recent portfolios, and here I'm just pasting another text here. So this is our heading. Now right underneath this area here, I wanna take another container, and basically the reason behind the space here I'm taking, because I will be uplifting this container that I will be creating here at the top, so you will understand it properly. Let me just make it first. So first of all, okay, so here actually I forgot to rename this container. So from here, open the navigator, and from here, so we can rename it as portfolio container, and within the portfolio container here we have got two heading, and right underneath the portfolio container click on this plus icon, and here let's take another container here, and okay, so I'm selecting this one, and for the moment I'm just renaming it as card wrapper, because my goal is to wrap some inner cards within this container. So here let's just move this, or for the moment we can just close it, and here first gap value I just want to make it 30 for this one. Then let's add some padding. So from here first I'm making the padding value to 30, and let's now unlink it because at the top we don't need it. So here at the bottom I'm making it to 120 pixel. Now within this container I wanna take another container, click on this plus icon, and here I'm dragging this container, and here let's open the navigator because I just wanna rename this container as, for example, block 1, or you can rename it as card 1 like that, because we will be duplicating this container later. Okay, so first of all with this one I'm making the content width to full width, and here I'm making the width to 33.33%. Also from under advanced tab I'm making the padding value to 0 and margin value to 0. Now here within this container, okay, let me open the navigator. So from here within the block, let's insert another container here. So here is one container, so it's within the block 1, and I'm renaming it as image box. And here within the image box, okay, first of all with this image box I'm making its overflow value to hidden, so nothing will be overflowed over this container. And here within, click on this Rubik's Cube icon, I wanna take an image. So here is the image widget, and you see it's inside of the image box container. Let's choose an image from here. So for this one let's select maybe this one, or let's select this image, click on select, and here we can see this area. And with this image I just wanna make its width to 100%. Now right underneath this image box container I wanna take another container within block 1. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon, here I'm dragging the container underneath. So here just to make sure it's not inside the image box, I want to keep it within the block 1. So here is the image box. I wanna keep the image box at the top, oops, just like this. So here within the block 1, first we have got image box, and there is an image within it, and here is the new container. I just wanna rename it as content box, or in short cont box. Here with this content box, first I'm making the content width to full width, and then we can make its width to 85% or 86%. Let's go under its advanced tab, I'm making the margin value to 0, Now I want to position it within this area. So to do it, let's go under Advanced tab. From here, let's make the position value to absolute, and here the horizontal orientation, I'm making the offset value to 20 pixel, and from bottom it would be 20 pixel. And here I want to keep it at the top of everything, so here I'm making the z-index value to 99. Alright, now within this content box container, I wanna insert a heading. So from here, let's drag this heading within this place, and I'm making this tag as span. I just want it to say, for example, marketing. Now I just wanna make its color to white color, and let's add some padding from here. So we can add first 30. Now unlink it, because at the top and bottom I just wanna add 5 pixel of padding, just like it. Then I'm giving it a custom width, and we can give its width in pixel. Let's make it 150 pixel. Then underneath here is the option for background. So from this place, I'm giving it a background color, which is hash AE8FFF, or we can use it as a gradient. So let's select the gradient color. So this is our first color, and as our second color, I'm using hash 7243F2. And from here, let's make the angle to 270. Now underneath this heading, I wanna add another heading widget. So from here, click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm dragging this heading element here. Let's paste here some dummy content. And now let's go under Style tab. Here I'm making its size to 24 pixel. Also the line height, we can keep it 29 pixel. Now let's give it some padding. So from under Advanced tab, here first I'm making it 24 pixel. Now let's unlink it, because here at the left and right I'm giving here 35 pixel of padding.